it was quite exciting. I was quite glad I won the match. I wrestled the winner set kid from at John Jay, and I didn't do so hot the first time, but I pulled out the second time.
What were some things that you took from that match at John J. Harris? Some things maybe you saw that you were able to use here in the finals.
When I did my stand up, he just likes to trip, so I made sure he didn't trip me, and his little hip heist that he does, I try to stop that more often now. So just a couple things off the videos and do.
Looks like you were able to hit your switch a couple times in that one, and seemed like it was working for you a couple different times. What are some things you might want to work on before next week to get ready for districts?
Maybe like do some different things before the switch, because everybody knows now that that's my move. So I got to work on doing different things and ending up doing the switch eventually, but probably not off the first move.
Since I've been out for a while, I feel like I kind of wrestled really well on my feet, and I just kind of went with the usual, I guess. I don't know.
You've been out for a little bit. What's the conditioning like, trying to get back and get ready to wrestle an actual match on the mat?
It was a little hard at first, but I got to give a lot of credit to Jake Echternaw. He's been a really good partner. He's been pushing me a lot, so I think he's the reason why I kind of got first today.
What are some things you might want to work on going into districts next week?
Sometimes I have a little trouble wrestling on top, so I think I'll work a lot this week on wrestling on top.
It feels pretty good. I've had some tough matches over the year. Lost the Barncastle earlier in the season, beat him 3 more times after that, so I'm pretty happy, and feels very good to be my first place victory. Is absolutely amazing.
Talk about that rivalry with Bo here over the season. He got you early, you got him a couple more times, and a real exciting match there in the championship. What's the challenge of wrestling a guy that many times over the course of a season?
They just learn what you do. They start to figure out all your technique and stuff, and you kind of have to just learn how to counter and wait for the mistake. That's exactly what I did tonight. I waited for him to make a mistake, and I took advantage of it.
What are some things you want to improve on here before next weekend in districts?
Definitely improve on hand control. I'd not let them get a hold of me, get my head down, keep that up, and single legs, and get my good old double leg going, and I should be fine.
Felt really good. I mean, it's not like I haven't been wrestling in the room, beating up on the guys, but it felt really good to get
You were able to do a lot of damage on your feet in that championship match. What are some things you've been working on in the mat room that you were able to use out here on the mat today?
A lot of setups, and wrestling with Seth really helped on my feet and beating the crap out of me this last week. And
what are some things you want to work on here over this next week as you get ready for districts and try to get back to Des Moines for the state tournament?
Definitely perfecting my high crotch and working a lot on top, because my top game from last year has gone down a lot. That's about it.
Through most of the match, I was just thinking, keep the pace up. Final seconds, I knew I had to get something going or I was about to lose. I didn't want to cut him. I'm not super good with takedowns, so luckily I kind of fell into something there and came out on top.
Yeah, you fell into something. Tell me what you saw. You were able to kind of lock up around his head and then took him across your body and were able to get the back points there at the end. What'd you see when you locked that up?
When I locked it up, I felt him getting long. I knew I don't hit that it doesn't work a whole lot on the big guys, but it worked then.
Yeah. What's it mean for you to come out of this bracket on top and get a sectional championship?
It means a lot. It's the first tournament I've ever won, so it's a good feeling. But it's not the ultimate goal. Yeah. Next weekend's a little more important.
Yeah. Talk about next weekend. What are some goals for you, and what do you have to work on this week to get there?
I got to work on staying strong on my feet, not giving up anything dumb, and goals just to come out top 2, I guess.